Sponsored by MVP Athletics.
Hello everybody and welcome to the MSBL MABL World Series Daily News Show. I'm Joel Becker.
And I'm Amber Boletto.
On deck for today's show, Amber talks with an MSBL legend, a couple of winning pitchers, and the BMOC here at Tempe Diablo.
Plus, we'll have all the results from yesterday's games, and I know you have some game shots, Joel.
Right you are, Amber.
I'll bet everybody's watching to see if their team's on the show.
Just like everybody's looking around for you and you're a cameraman roaming around the Tempe complex.
Well, I'm kind of a big deal.
All right, well, more on Amber's ego later, but let's start with your talk with MSBL and World Series tournament legend John DeBenedictis. Tough name, huh?
Ha ha ha, very funny. Well, the joke's on you, Joel, because as you're about to hear, I got it right.
Never had a doubt.
Yeah, right. Amber here, and I have the honor of standing next to John DeBenedictis.
Perfect.
Yes, I did it. I'm so proud of myself. How are you doing today, John?
Excellent, thank you. And I appreciate the invitation to come on today and meet you, and appreciate MSBL providing this service for us.
Absolutely, and I do want to mention he's a Hall of Famer and recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations.
I'm very proud of both of those, yes. Thank you.
Of course, and you are one of the founding fathers of some divisions. Can you talk about that?
Sure. What happened was that I started playing when they just had over 30 and over 40, and I was pushing 60 at the time.
So you were like, that's not fair.
Yeah, so I suggested to MSBL to start an over 50 division. And this was 1992, and they thought that was a little premature, that maybe these guys weren't ready to be still playing ball at over 50. So I convinced them to let me have a exhibition game before the tournament in 92, and that went very well. Mm-hmm. So they allowed us to start an over 50 in 1993. And the way I did that was to get a friend of mine from back in Philly to provide one team. I provided another team. Then we recruited from a pool list to get a third team. And the San Diego Padres were the fourth teams. And they were the most organized by far of the group of us. But the only way I convinced the other teams to play is they wanted to insist on using wood bats. And up till then, everything was metal bats.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, San Diego didn't agree with that. And they showed up insisting that it be a metal bat league. So I was in a quandary because I got these other two teams, actually my team too, three of them, to come only because of the wood bat.
Yeah.
And I have to add that it wasn't my preference. I preferred metal, but the only way I got these teams to come was to agree it would be wood.
Yeah, you got to please the people.
And at the last minute, all of a sudden it was changed to metal bats. So I met with the other two teams and we agreed we're not going to play against metal bats. Fortunately, we were scheduled against San Diego that morning. So I decided to start myself as pitcher, so I wasn't asking anybody else to make a fool of themselves. And what I had to do
Selfless.
was to go out there and insist that I would not pitch to somebody with a metal bat. So the umpire said, well, we'll call MSBL. And I said, you don't have to because they've already said it's metal, but we're not playing with metal bats. So we forfeited the game, and the San Diego manager said, you came a long way not to play baseball. And I said, I'm sorry, we're going to play. We're not playing. So why don't you pick up your trophy and go on home?
Yeah.
So that afternoon they showed up with wood bats, and we had a good tournament, and they were the champions eventually, even with the wood bats.
Stuck your ground. I definitely admire that.
So as a result of that, we started 55, 60, 65s, and now we're up to 70s.
And you're all playing with wood bats, right?
Yes, all wood bats.
Good. Good.
So I wanted to get the word out that even though I'm credited with going to wood bats, it really wasn't me personally. I was just the guy in the middle that had to insist on it.
The one brave enough to speak up.
So half the organization congratulates me for making it wood bats, and the other half hates me for making it wood bats.
Can't please everybody, right?
You got that right, Andrew.
Well, John, this was a pleasure and honor, and I thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure's all mine.
We all appreciate it. And are you playing another game today?
No, we actually won this morning.
Congratulations!
So we're 1-1 on the week so far, and looking forward to making the playoffs.
Good, awesome. Well, we hope to see you there.
Thank you kindly.
Of course. Thanks, guys.
We'll check in with Amber in just a minute with more from the field, plus scores coming up. First, though, I know you want to see some game shots, and we aim to please. We go to Tempe 2, 15 over Central Division, Tri-Valley Giants and Chicago North Cubs. Cubs on top 5-2, runners in first and second, fourth inning, nobody out. Squaring to bunt is John Whitehouse for the sacrifice. Good play by the pitcher. Over to first for the out, but runners at second and third now with one out. That brings up Tom Bear, and he will send one into left field well long enough for the sacrifice. Run comes in to score. Throw goes into third, so no advancement by the guy on second. And now 2 outs in the inning. Bob Corbis at the dish with a runner on second and 2 outs. And he will poke one over to short. Nice play from his knees. The shortstop pops up, and the throw over to first to end the inning. The Cubs play a little small ball, and they extend their lead to 6-2. They win it 15-7. At Tempe Diablo Stadium, 18 and over national action getting started today. San Diego North taking on the SoCal Snappers in a real barn burner. Let's get to the action. We're in the bottom of the ninth at Tempe Diablo Stadium here. San Diego North on top, the SoCal Snappers 5-4. Clint Bishop at the plate, and he will pop one up on the infield, taken care of by the shortstop for the first out of the inning. And the Snappers now down to their last 2 outs. That brings up Tony Daly, gives him a little bit of life with the base hit into left. 1 on, 1 out for the Snappers. Tim DeLulo now at the dish, and he swings and hits a double play ball too short. He'll step on the bag for 1. The throw over to first. That's the end of the game, right? Except wait, first baseman not on the bag. The umpires have a conference, decide he is safe at first. And so a little life left over for the Snappers. Now Rob Enriquez at the dish. The soft liner too short. That ends the game. San Diego North finishes with the 5-4 win. After the game, Amber Boletto catching up with winning pitcher Brandon Iona.
Hey guys, it's Amber Boletto, and I'm standing here with Brandon from the San Diego North. How you doing, Brandon?
Good. Tired.
Tired after a long, hard game, a very close game, 5-4, and you guys completely turned it out. Were you feeling the pressure of that at all?
Yeah. I didn't have one of my best outings out there. I think I walked a lot of guys, but I only gave up a couple hits and no earned runs, so I mean, I'll take it. It's a win.
Absolutely, it is a win. So are you finding time to get a little bit of fun in? Are you guys working hard? You have double headers all the time? Tell me about your schedule a little bit.
Well, we didn't get in until 1:15 this morning.
Oh, wow.
So right after this game, we're heading over for another game at 6:30, and then hopefully some nice deserved rest and sleep. And then I think we have 11:30 and like 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Awesome.
Then there's the weekend.
Great. Well, I hope that you guys are here till the end. Congratulations on your win again, and I hope I get to interview again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you.
You know, I said it yesterday. If getting to talk to Amber after the game isn't incentive enough to win your games, I don't know what is. Let's take a look at some more results from yesterday. As many of you know, the MSBL-MABL World Series bases its offices out of the Tempe Diablo complex, spring training home of the Anaheim Angels. They always supply great fields and great facilities while we're here, and the man responsible is Jerry Hall. Our Amber Boletto caught up with Jerry in his office at Tempe Diablo Stadium.
Amber here. I'm standing with Jerry Hall. Jerry, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Now we're standing in your office, so you're kind of a big deal, yeah?
Oh, I guess. I don't know. I am the stadium manager at Tempe Diablo, and I'm here 12 months out of the year. So
Wow.
this is my job. This is my office, looking over the field. I can't.
Full-time
can't beat it.
gig. No,
Can't beat
you
it.
have an amazing view. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. I love it,
Sure. So this is where the Angels have their spring training. So that has to be a fun thing for you every year.
Yeah. That's obviously our biggest event here, obviously at the stadium. But we do things 12 months out of the year. Besides obviously MSBL coming, we have high school that play out here. We have other amateur baseball. We have events. We have a card show that actually goes on the field. We do all kinds of different things here. But baseball obviously is our number one thing. Besides spring training being the number one.
Yeah, absolutely. So besides spring training, we have this every year, 25th year. Tell me a little bit about your experience with the MSBL.
Well, it's a great experience. I've been here for 6 years, and the previous stadium manager I knew really well, and he told me a lot about this league and this tournament every year, and we're very excited when they come. It's actually my favorite time. I mean, spring training is hustle and bustle and a lot of people, and but this is great because you get to see these players come in. They get to play on these fields that the major league players get to play on.
Pretty cool.
Exactly, it's really cool, and we let them basically do whatever they need. They're able to use the batting cages, the field.
I saw some guys in the showers.
Exactly, they even get to use some of the locker room facilities. So
Very cool.
So yeah, so it's a really cool thing. But it's a fun time of year for us, and it's good for us to. The local teams get to play here, and it's and all the out-of-state teams. It's good for everybody. So we really enjoy men's senior league baseball. It's a great thing for us.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for your time. I know you were busy. This is your office. You got tons to do. So we appreciate you taking time out of your day to talk with us.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Well, we'll see you around, Jerry.
Yes, lots.
Back to you.
Thanks, Amber. Though, there aren't any bad views here at Tempe Diablo Stadium. Speaking of game views, how about some game shots? We go to Tempe, 5:50 and over Central. Long Island Yankees, Las Vegas Blues, bottom of the ninth. Yankees on top, 11-10. Jim Remy on second. Danny Ferrand at the dish. Swinging a ground ball to third. Running into the out is Reaney on the ball to his right. That'll end the game. Yankees win it, 11-10. Well, let's go back to the fields for a last look at some game shots. 15 over Central Division Rhode Island Yankees and Canaccord Combines from way up in Alberta. Bottom of the third, one out. Yankees on top 4-0. Runners on second and third. And this is Yankees batter Spence Nakagoma. And he will drive one into left center field. That's going to score 2. And up the score to 6-0. Nakagoma will later steal second base, bringing up George Kirby. And don't adjust your set. This is, in fact, the right pitcher's motion. Little herky-jerky. And Kirby will single. That'll bring Nakagoma in to score. That ups it to 7-0 here in the third inning. A couple of batters later, Keith Fisher with, again, runners on second and third. Another single right up the middle toward left center field. One run is in, second run coming home. Ball will get away from the catcher. Fisher goes down to second. 9-0 at the time. Yankees go on to win 15-2. So Amber, you've been watching the boys play for about a week now. You even saw the tournament's only female player in action. What do you think? Any interest in jumping on a field?
Well, now that the 18-year-olds are here, absolutely. Just kidding, Joel. And it actually wouldn't be my first time on the field. I don't know if our viewers know this, but I played ball for 10 years. Thank you very much. So next year, maybe I'll be bringing my mitt in addition to my microphone. Are you scared?
Absolutely terrified. Though I'm sure you wouldn't have a lack of partners volunteering to play catch out there. You were a catcher, right?
I was, absolutely.
Well, you know, I pitch. Must be why we have such a great back and forth, huh?
Aw, I doubt it.
Okay, well, that about wraps things up for today's show. We hope you enjoyed the day's events, and we thank you for letting us bring them to you. This has been the MSBL MABL World Series Daily News Show. I'm Joel Becker.
And I'm Amber Boletto.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sponsored by MVP Athletics.